Okay, so in this video we're going to talk about ordering rational numbers. What is a rational number? A rational number is going to be a decimal or a percent or a fraction. They could be positive, they could be negative, it doesn't really matter. But what we're going to do here is we're going to figure out how to order those, okay? So I have a couple of examples of how to convert a decimal to a percent. As you can see here, you would start at the decimal and you would move 2 places to the right. As you see, I got rid of the 0 and the decimal and I replaced it with a percentage sign. When you're going from a decimal to a percent, you start at the percent sign and you move 2 places to the left, add your decimal, add your 0, and that's how you can see that 60% is equivalent to 60 hundredths, 0.60, 60 cents, okay, however it is you want to see it. So we're going to do the same thing with these numbers here, okay? So let's convert. I'm going to take my 0.4 and I'm going to convert it to a decimal. Now notice how it already has, or 0.4%, notice how it already has a decimal. I'm not starting there, I'm still starting here. I'm going to move 2 places to the left, and now I can say that that is equal to 0.04 or 4 hundredths or 4 cents, okay? I'll do the same thing here. I'm going to take my 68%, 2, decimal 0. Now I have 0.68, okay? We're going to do the same thing with the other ones. 200% will be converted to a decimal, and then the rest of the numbers we have are decimals, and we'll convert those to percentages, okay? So again, starting at the percentage sign, we're going to go 1, 2, right there. So now the decimal equivalent to this one is going to be 2.00, 2 wholes, $2. That's going to be how we do it. I'm going to switch the colors up a little bit. When we're converting decimals to percentages, we start at the decimal. So for here, we're going to go 1, 2. That's our decimal. Now notice how it lands in between a couple numbers. That's okay. That means that this is now going to be 12.5%. Okay? We're converting that decimal to a percent by moving to the right 2 places from that decimal. Same thing with our 19 hundredths, our 0.19, our 19 cents. We're going to go 1, 2, and we'll end up there. Now we have 19%. We'll do exactly the same thing with our 0.33. The line over it means it's going to continue forever and ever and ever and ever with a repeated 3. These are called our repeated decimals. We're going to take our decimal here. We're going to go 1, 2, and it's going to land right there. So now we have 33.3%. Okay. So I always try to think of it as, with the decimals, I always try to think of it as money, always. So, you know, which amount represents the smallest amount of money. So here we have 4 cents, 68 cents, $2, about 12 cents, 19 cents, 33 cents, okay? So 4 cents is literally just 4 pennies. That's going to be our smallest one. I'm going to write our answers, ordering these rational numbers from least to greatest, as both a decimal and a fraction. So you can see that these are equivalent numbers, okay? So I'm going to say that 0.04 cents or 0.4% is going to represent our smallest amount of money in the decimal area. Also, smallest amount of money as far as percentages. Okay, I'm good with that. I'm done with that. I'm going to cross it out. Now I'm looking for what's left, right? I have 68 cents, $2, 19 cents, 33 cents, about 13 cents. Well, if I'm going from least to greatest, smallest to biggest, then I know that almost 13 cents is going to be our next smallest amount. So here I'll write my 0.125. The reason why I'm saying it's almost about 13 cents is because that 5 ultimately would make that 2 round up. We're just not doing that now. And that's going to be 12.5%. Again, that 0.5%, if we used our 5 or more, add 1 more rule, that would be about 13%. And that's why I'm saying that, okay? So far so good. We have those two done. Now again, I got to think about it. What's the least amount of money? 68 cents, $2, 19 cents, or 33 cents. I'm going to say 19 cents is going to be the next least amount of money. That's going to look like 0.19 or 19%. Okay, we're good with that. Let's cross it out. 33 cents or 33.3%, 68 cents or 68%. Obviously, those two numbers are smaller than 200 or $2. If I just look at the percentages, 33.3 and 68%, obviously 33.3 is going to be smaller. All right, our decimal amount up here, 33 cents continuous. Down here, it's going to be 33.3%. We're done with that. 68 cents is less than $2. 0.68 or 68 hundredths. 68%. And finally, $2 or 200%. Pretty simple. That's how we're going to order rational numbers. That's exactly how you convert a decimal to a percent and a percent to a decimal. And then when you're ordering it, in this particular case, it was from least to greatest. That's how we're going to set it up. You could have gone either with just the decimals or with just the percentages. I like to do both, again, to show that those are equivalent quantities, okay?